The bent over barbell row is an exercise that works the biceps, the muscles of the low back and the upper back, as well as the back side of the shoulders. In order to perform this exercise, the athlete will stand on the floor or on a platform to increase the range of motion. They will pick up the weight, and then they will bend at the hips and pull the weight from the hanging position up to the chest. Some common mistakes with this exercise that may cause injury have to do with the athlete having a rounded back, slumped shoulders, or a loose belly and core. These can lead to injuries in the spine and shoulders. In order to perform the exercise optimally, the athlete must focus on sucking the belly button into the spine in order to keep a stable core. They should also focus on keeping a straight spine from the top of the head to the bottom of the tailbone. Another teaching tip is to pretend that there's a pencil between the shoulder blades. This promotes something called subscapular contraction, which means the shoulder blades are being pulled together and down, which protects the shoulder from injury. And also, don't swing and jerk during the lift. Depth push-ups work the chest, shoulders, and the triceps. In order to perform this exercise, you must place your hands on platforms and lower the chest below the hands and return to the original position while keeping your body straight. Some common mistakes that occur with this lift have to do with the winging of the shoulder blades, which means the shoulder blades stick up at the top of the lift, slumping or lazy hips and spine, and not being able to pull the shoulders back, which means the shoulders will fall forward throughout the whole lift. In order to maximize this exercise, the athlete should focus on holding that imaginary pencil between their shoulder blades again in order to promote subscapular contraction. They should also squeeze the butt, which will help roll the hips forward and help the athlete keep a straight spine from head to their heels. Alternating lunges work the muscles of the thighs and glutes. In order to perform this exercise, the athlete should step one leg forward at a comfortable distance and lower the body down and then back up. Common mistakes with this exercise mostly have to do with the knee. The first problem is when the knee caves in. The second problem is when the knee extends over the toe, which means the athlete has too short of a stance. These can both lead to knee injury. To optimize this exercise, the athlete should try and track their knee over the toe and foot throughout the whole movement to keep it in a stable and aligned position. The stance should also be long enough so that when at the bottom of the movement, the knee is directly above the ankle to take stress off of the knee and place it on the muscles. Box jumps improve the power in the lower body, in the glutes, legs, and calves. To perform this exercise, the athlete must get in a shallow squat and then jump onto the box, then carefully return to the ground. Here are some common mistakes with this exercise. At the top or the bottom of the jump, the knees may cave in, which may cause injury to the athlete. The athlete may also make their arms stiff, which means they'll get no help in the exercise from their arms. In order to maximize this exercise, the athlete should focus on pushing the knees apart when landing in order to maintain good alignment through the legs to prevent injury. When jumping, throw the arms with the movement in order to get extra power. Also, when jumping, try and throw the hips forward, which will maximize the amount of muscle recruitment in the movement. Dumbbell shoulder press will work the muscles of the shoulders and the triceps. To perform this exercise, the athlete should hold dumbbells beside their head, then extend the elbows to lift the weight. The athlete will then return the dumbbells to the original position. Some common mistakes include letting the elbows fall forward, relying on the chest and not the shoulders, and using the legs to help push the weight instead of isolating the shoulder muscles. In order to optimize this exercise, the athlete should try and keep the weights in line with the ears throughout the entire press. They should try and suck the belly button into the spine in order to maintain the solid core, and keep the legs stable throughout the entire lift to isolate the shoulders.